Imagine waking up one morning and realizing you owe nobody anything. No credit card companies calling, no student loans hanging over your head, no car payments eating your paycheck. Just freedom. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to make that happen faster than you ever thought possible. Welcome back to the channel where I teach the economics of your personal finance to help you achieve financial independence. And in this video, you'll discover the exact 13-step system that helps thousands of people pay off their debt fast, whether you owe $5,000 or $500,000. So grab something to take notes, because we're about to change your financial life. But before that, here's a quick disclaimer. This video provides educational content only. It's not a substitute for professional advice. I'm not a CPA or financial advisor. Always consult qualified professionals for personalized advice specific to your situation. Now, let's get started. Right now, the average American owes over $104,000 in debt. Credit cards, student loans, car payments, medical bills. It all adds up. And here's the scary part. Most people will spend 30 years or more trying to pay it off. But what if I told you there's a better way? A way that doesn't require you to win the lottery or inherit money from a rich uncle. Let me tell you about Sarah. 3 years ago, Sarah was drowning in $87,000 of debt. Credit cards, student loans, a car payment, you name it. She was working 2 jobs, barely sleeping, and still couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. Today, Sarah is completely debt-free, and she did it in just 28 months. How? She followed the exact roadmap I'm about to share with you. Here's why most debt payoff plans fail. They're either too complicated, or they ignore how human psychology actually works. The system I'm sharing today combines proven math with real psychology. It's not magic, it's strategic. And it works whether you owe $5,000 or $500,000. Step 1. Face the truth. I know this is the hardest part, but you cannot fix what you don't acknowledge. Grab a piece of paper or open a notepad on your phone. We're going to do something most people are too scared to do. Write down every single debt you have, and I mean everything. Credit card 1, credit card 2, that medical bill you've been ignoring, your student loans, car payment, personal loans, money you owe your brother, all of it. For each debt, write down 4 things. Who you owe, the total amount you owe, the minimum monthly payment, and the interest rate. Here's what Sarah's list looked like. Credit card 1, $8,500 at 22% interest. Minimum payment $170. Credit card 2, $12,000 at 19% interest. Minimum payment $240. Car loan, $18,000 at 6% interest. Minimum payment $380. Student loans, $48,500 at 5% interest. Minimum payment $510. Total debt $87,000. Total minimum payments $1,300 per month. When Sarah added up her total debt for the first time, she cried. And that's okay. You might feel scared, angry, or overwhelmed when you see that number. Feel those feelings. But here's what's important. You now know exactly what you're fighting. You've turned a scary monster in the dark into a specific number on paper, and numbers can be beaten. Step 2. Stop the bleeding. Here's a truth nobody wants to hear. You cannot dig yourself out of a hole while you're still digging. Before we attack your debt, we need to make sure you're not adding more. Take every credit card you have and remove them from your wallet. Some people freeze them in a block of ice. Others cut them up. I don't care what you do. Just make them hard to use. You're not closing the accounts yet, but you're making it so you have to really think before using them. This is temporary, but it's critical. Now, if you absolutely must keep one card for emergencies, and I mean real emergencies, not a sale at your favorite store, keep one with the lowest limit in a sealed envelope at home. Write on the envelope, is this really an emergency? Trust me, this simple barrier will save you thousands. Step 3. Find your ammunition. To win a war against debt, you need weapons, and your weapon is money. Specifically, extra money beyond your minimum payments. So let's find it. First, calculate your monthly income, every dollar that comes in. Then, list every expense, rent, utilities, food, gas, insurance, everything. Be honest. If you spend $200 a month on coffee, write it down. No judgment, just facts. Now, put every expense into one of 4 categories. 1. Must have. Things you literally cannot live without. Shelter, basic food, utilities, essential transportation. 2. Should have. Things that make life work but aren't survival. Your phone, internet, basic clothing. 3. Nice to have. Things that make life enjoyable. Streaming services, eating out occasionally, gym membership. 4. Luxury. Things that are purely extras. Premium cable, daily takeout, expensive hobbies. Sarah found $680 per month by making simple cuts. She didn't live like a monk. She just got strategic. She canceled 3 streaming services she barely used. $45 saved. She started meal prepping instead of buying lunch every day. $280 saved. She switched to a cheaper phone plan. $55 saved. She cut back on eating out from 12 times a month to 3 times. $300 saved. Total, $680 extra per month. That's $8,160 per year. But Sarah didn't stop there. She also found ways to make more money. She sold stuff she wasn't using on Facebook Marketplace. $1,200 in the first 2 months. She picked up weekend shifts at her job. $400 extra per month. She started a simple dog walking side hustle. $250 per month. You don't need to do all of these. Even one extra income stream can change everything. Step 4. Choose your attack method. This is where the magic happens. There are 2 proven methods for paying off debt fast. Both work. You just need to pick the one that fits your personality. Method 1. The debt snowball. Here's how it works. You line up all your debts from smallest balance to largest balance, completely ignoring the interest rates. You pay minimum payments on everything except the smallest debt. You attack that smallest debt with every extra dollar you have. Let's say you have a $500 medical bill, a $2,000 credit card, and a $10,000 car loan. With the snowball method, you attack that $500 bill first. Let's say you found $300 extra per month. That medical bill is gone in 2 months. Now you take that $300 plus whatever you were paying on the medical bill and you attack the $2,000 credit card. You keep rolling that payment over, getting bigger and bigger, like a snowball rolling downhill. Here's why this works. Humans need wins. We need to see progress. When you pay off that first debt, even if it's small, your brain releases dopamine. You feel successful. That feeling keeps you motivated to tackle the next debt. It's psychology, and it's powerful. This is the method Sarah used. Next, method 2, the debt avalanche. This is for people who are motivated by math and saving the most money. You line up your debts from highest interest rate to lowest interest rate, ignoring the balances. You attack the highest interest rate first, using the same debts, but now looking at interest rates. Your credit card at 24% interest gets attacked first, even if it has a bigger balance. Your car loan at 5% interest waits. Mathematically, this saves you the most money in interest payments. If you're the type of person who gets excited about optimizing numbers, this is your method. So which one should you choose? Ask yourself, Do you need quick wins to stay motivated? Then choose the Snowball method. Are you disciplined and motivated by saving the most money mathematically? Then choose the Avalanche method. But here's the truth. The best method is the one you'll actually stick with. A good plan you follow beats a perfect plan you quit. Step 5. Build your emergency wall. Now I know what you're thinking. You just told me to throw every dollar at debt. Now you want me to save money? Yes. And here's why. Imagine you've been crushing your debt for 6 months. You've paid off $8,000. You're feeling amazing. Then your car breaks down. The repair costs $1,200. You don't have savings. So what do? You put it on a credit card. All that progress, you just went backwards. This is the trap that keeps people in debt forever. Here's the solution. Before you go crazy attacking debt, save a small emergency fund first, just $1,000 to $1,500. This isn't for vacations or new phones. This is for real emergencies only. A broken car, a medical bill, an urgent home repair. This small cushion keeps you from sliding back into debt when life happens. Save this fund fast. Sell some stuff. Pick up one extra shift. Skip restaurants for a month. Most people can save $1,000 in 30 to 60 days if they focus. Once you have it, put it in a separate savings account and pretend it doesn't exist unless there's a real emergency. Step 6. Execute the attack plan. This is where everything comes together. You know your debts. You've stopped adding more. You've found extra money. You've chosen your method. You have your emergency fund. Now it's time to execute. Here's your monthly routine. On payday, pay yourself first by putting money aside for your minimum payments. Pay all your minimum payments on every debt except your target debt. Take every single extra dollar, and I mean every dollar, and throw it at your target debt. Track your progress weekly. Watch that balance drop. Sarah's first target was her smallest credit card, $8,500. With her $680 in cuts plus $650 in extra income, she was attacking it with $1,330 per month, plus her $170 minimum payment. That's $1,500 total per month going to one debt. In just 6 months, that credit card was gone. 6 months. A debt that would have taken her 12 years paying only minimums. And here's where it gets exciting. Now Sarah took that $1,500 and added it to her next debt's minimum payment. Her second credit card got hit with $1,740 per month. It was gone in 7 months. Then she rolled everything to her car loan, $2,120 per month, gone in 9 months. Finally, her student loans got crushed with $2,630 per month. Total time, 28 months, less than 2.5 years to pay off $87,000 in debt. Step 7. Avoid the traps. The path to being debt-free has landmines. Let me show you the biggest ones so you can step around them. Trap number 1. Lifestyle inflation. You get a raise at work. Suddenly, you're thinking about a nicer apartment or a newer car. Stop. That raise is not for spending. It's ammunition for your debt war. Every raise, every bonus, every tax refund goes to debt until you're free. You can upgrade your life later. Future, you will thank you. Trap number 2. Comparison. Your friends are going on vacation. Your coworker bought a new car. Your neighbor is renovating their house. Here's the truth. Half of them are in debt doing it. You're on a different path now. You're building real wealth, not the appearance of wealth. Immediately unfollow social media accounts, friends, or influencers that make you want to spend. Remind yourself daily. Temporary sacrifice for permanent freedom. Trap number 3. Quitting too soon. Month 3 comes and you're tired. The progress feels slow. You have a moment of weakness and splurge on something. Here's what you need to know. Everyone has setbacks. One mistake doesn't erase all your progress. What matters is getting back on track immediately. Sarah had 2 months where she overspent. She didn't quit. She adjusted and kept going. Trap number 4. The balance transfer trap. You get an offer for 0% interest on balance transfers? Sounds amazing, right? It can be, but only if you have a plan. Many people transfer balances, feel relieved, then keep spending. Suddenly they have the new card maxed out plus the old debt. If you do a balance transfer, cut up the old card immediately and attack the debt harder than ever. Now let's continue to step 8. Accelerate with windfalls. A windfall is any unexpected or irregular money that comes your way. This is how you can shave months or even years off your debt payoff. Tax refunds, work bonuses, birthday money, sold your old furniture, got paid for freelance work, found money you forgot about. Any money that isn't your regular paycheck is a windfall. Here's the rule. 100% of windfalls go to debt, not 50%, not 90%, 100%. I know it's tempting to treat yourself when you get unexpected money. Your brain says, this is free money. I should enjoy it. But here's the reframe. Every dollar you put toward debt is you paying yourself. You're literally buying your freedom. Sarah got a $3,200 tax refund in her first year. She put every penny toward debt. That one windfall moved her timeline up by 2 months. Step 9. Negotiate everything. Most people don't know this, but almost every bill you have is negotiable. Let me show you how to lower your interest rates and payments without hurting your credit. Call your credit card companies. Yes, actually call them. Here's a sample script you can modify and use. Hi, I've been a customer for X years. I'm working hard to pay off my balance. I currently have a 22% interest rate. I have offers from other companies for lower rates. Can you lower my rate to help me pay this off faster? You'd be amazed how often this works. Sarah got 2 of her cards lowered from over 20% to 14%. That's huge. Medical bills are especially negotiable. Call the billing department and ask 3 questions. Do you offer a cash discount if I pay in full today? Do you have financial assistance programs? Can we set up a zero-interest payment plan? Many hospitals would rather get something than send you to collections. Sarah negotiated a $3,000 medical bill down to $1,800 by offering to pay in full immediately. For big debts like car loans or private student loans, research refinancing. But be careful. Only refinance if you can get a significantly lower interest rate and you're not extending the term longer. The goal is to pay less interest, not lower your payment by stretching it out forever. Do the math. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. Step 10. Stay motivated for the long game. Paying off debt isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. And marathons require mental strength. Now, let me give you the tools to keep going when it gets hard. First, make your progress visible. Create a chart on your wall or use an app. Every time you pay off $1,000, color it in. Every time you eliminate a debt, cross it off with a big red marker. Your brain needs to see progress. Sarah printed out a giant thermometer and put it on her fridge. Every month, she colored in her progress. That simple visual kept her going on tough days. Next, celebrate wins, but do it wisely. When you pay off a debt, do something small to acknowledge it. Cook your favorite meal at home. Watch a movie you've been wanting to see. Go for a hike at a beautiful place. Just don't celebrate by spending money you don't have. Free or cheap celebrations are perfect. Next, surround yourself with people who get it. People who can help you to be accountable. Join online debt-free communities. Find a friend who's also paying off debt and check in weekly. Tell your family what you're doing so they can support you. When everyone around you is spending, it's hard to stay focused. But when you have even one person cheering you on, it makes all the difference. Next, write down your why. Why are you doing this? Maybe you want to buy a house. Maybe you're tired of stress. Maybe you want to quit a job you hate. Maybe you want to travel. Whatever it is, write it down and put it where you'll see it every single day. On hard days, when you want to give up, read your why. Let it fuel you. Now to step 11. Handle setbacks like a champion. You will have setbacks. Your car will break down. You'll have a moment of weakness and overspend. You might lose extra income. This doesn't mean you failed. It means you're human. When a setback happens, follow this plan. First, don't spiral into shame. One bad day doesn't erase weeks of progress. Second, assess the damage honestly. How much did this cost? How does it affect your timeline? Third, adjust your plan if needed. Maybe you need to find another $100 per month. Maybe your timeline extends by 1 month, and that's okay. Fourth, get back on track immediately. Tomorrow is a new day. Sarah's biggest setback came in month 14. Her laptop died, and she needed it for work. Emergency cost $900. She used her emergency fund. But here's what she did right. She didn't give up. She replenished her emergency fund over the next 2 months, then went right back to attacking debt. That setback added 2 months to her timeline, but she still finished in 28 months instead of giving up and taking 30 years. Step 12. The final debt. This is where it gets emotional. You're down to your last debt. Everything you've learned, every sacrifice you've made, has led to this moment. Your final debt gets the full force of everything. All your extra money, all your windfalls, all your focus. This is where people often find a final gear they didn't know they had. They sell more stuff. They take on one more weekend shift. They hustle harder than ever because they can see the finish line. Sarah's final debt was her student loan. For her last 3 months, she went into extreme mode. She sold her old textbooks, worked every extra shift she could, and ate rice and beans. In month 28, she made her final payment, $2,156. The balance went to zero. She sat at her computer and cried. 28 months earlier, she owed $87,000 and thought she'd never be free. Now she was. Step 13. Life after debt. You did it. You're debt-free. Now what? This is where your real wealth building journey begins. First, let yourself feel it. You just did something most people think is impossible. Your entire paycheck is now yours. Nobody else has a claim to your money. That monthly payment you've been making, it doesn't exist anymore. For Sarah, it was $1,300 per month in minimum payments, plus her extra $1,330. That's $2,630 per month back in her pocket. That's $31,560 per year. Now you take that momentum and redirect it. Build your emergency fund from $1,000 to 6 months of expenses. Start investing for retirement. Save for a house. Start a business. Travel. Whatever your dreams are, now you can actually fund them because you're not sending half your paycheck to debt payments. Here's the key. Never go back. Use credit cards only if you pay them off in full every month. Save for purchases instead of financing them. Live below your means forever. The habits you built paying off debt. Those are the same habits that build wealth. Sarah still meal preps. She still lives modestly. But now she's saving $2,000 per month and invested over $50,000 in 2 years. Now let's recap your complete roadmap. Step 1. Face the truth and list every debt. Step 2. Stop adding new debt. Step 3. Find extra money by cutting expenses and increasing income. Step 4. Choose your attack method, Snowball or Avalanche. Step 5. Build a small emergency fund. Step 6. Execute your plan relentlessly. Step 7. Avoid the traps. Step 8. Use windfalls to accelerate. Step 9. Negotiate everything. Step 10. Stay motivated. Step 11. Handle setbacks without quitting. Step 12. Crush your final debt. And Step 13. Build real wealth and never go back. How long will this take you? It depends on 2 things. how much you owe, and how intense you get. Someone with $20,000 in debt finding $500 extra per month could be debt-free in about 3 years. Someone with $50,000 finding $1,000 extra per month, about 4 years. Compare that to the 30 years it would take making minimum payments. You're cutting decades off your sentence. And here's the truth. Everything I just shared with you works. It's not theory, it's proven. Sarah did it. Thousands of others have done it. The question is, will you do it, or will you watch this video, feel inspired for a moment, then go back to your normal life? The difference between people who become debt-free and people who stay in debt forever is simple. Action. Now I'm going to challenge you. In the next 24 hours, do 3 things. 1. Write down every debt you have with the following 4 details: who you owe, how much money you owe, the minimum payment, and the interest rate. 2. Find at least $100 per month you can cut from your spending. 3. Make 1 extra payment on your smallest debt, even if it's just $20. These 3 actions in 24 hours will start your momentum. Remember this. Being debt-free isn't about one massive action. It's about small, consistent actions repeated over time. It's paying an extra $50 this week. It's saying no to eating out tomorrow. It's selling something you don't need this weekend. Those tiny actions compound into massive results. Sarah didn't pay off $87,000 in one day. She paid it off $50, $100, $500 at a time over 28 months. And here's something beautiful. When you become debt-free, it doesn't just change your life. It changes your family's life. Your kids will see a different model of money. Your friends will get inspired. You'll help others who are struggling. Sarah now teaches a debt-free class at her church. She's helped 17 families start their journey. Your freedom creates freedom for others. 5 years from now, you'll either be debt-free and building wealth, or you'll still be making the same payments, wishing you had started today. The time will pass either way. You might as well spend it becoming free. Imagine what your life looks like when you owe nobody anything. Imagine the peace, the options, the freedom. That future is real and it's available to you. You just have to decide you want it badly enough to change. If this video helped you, please do these 2 things. First, share it with someone who needs it. That friend or family member who's struggling with debt, send them this video. You might change their life. Second, leave a comment telling me your total debt number and your target payoff date. Making it public makes it real. Write this: I owe X amount and I'll be debt-free by a specific date. Sure, I'll be in the comments cheering you on. And here's the final truth I want you to remember. You are not your debt. Your debt is just a number, and numbers can be changed. You are capable of more than you know. You are stronger than you think, and you absolutely can do this. Welcome to your debt-free journey. Let's go. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos on money, debt freedom, and building real wealth. Your future self is counting on you. See you in the next video.